And here we are in game number 2 in the Zerg vs Zerg series of Elazer vs Revolver. Spawning in the top left hand corner of the map, we find our red Zerg player from AT Gaming. It is Elazer. His opponent, spawning in the bottom right hand corner as the yellow Zerg player. He used to play for Team Spectre, but currently teamless. It is going to be Revolver, and he's going to need quite a bit of support. He needs to win 2 games in a row in order to move forward to the semi-finals. So let's see if he's going to be able to pull that off, or if Elazer is going to go home with the win. Also on this map, horizontal spawns have been disabled, so immediately, of course, the overlord's always being sent to the vertical spawn positions. And once they don't see them in the middle, that's pretty much already is enough to assume that there is going to be a cross position situation like we have here right now. So let's see how aggressive this game is going to be. Kind of like this map for Mutalisk because it can get very awkward with this area in the north side of the base. You don't really want anything there. But if you get a spread creep there in order to keep the Mutalisk away, it can get pretty annoying. And of course this is a pretty big map. Mutalisk, pretty mobile unit. But we do see the spawning pool first come down for both these players. Gas has also been taken by Elazer, so he's looking to put on some pressure on his opponent Revolver pretty early on in this game. Overlords are being sent cross spawns. No expansion for either of these two players. Will come down for Revolver right now. And it's going to be also coming down for Elazer, but it will be a little bit later. So let's see, he's even getting that Overlord already. He might even want to forego that completely, going for the Queen. And maybe even a Baneling Nest or something like that off of one base. But I'm not quite sure how I would like that in this current setup. Revolver's not playing extremely greedy. Of course, Zergling speed is already going to be on the way, but he is continuing to mine gas quite a bit. So the Baneling Nest should come down very soon on the back of this. And let's see if he wants to at least get 1 or 2 drones to the mineral patch to get some more mineral income. There is the Baneling Nest. The Overlords are going to meet in the middle. So the spawn position will be confirmed right there. And the Zerglings will be sent across the map. He's going past Xel'Naga Watchtower to avoid being detected by that Overlord, of course. And he's in no hurry. He's waiting for the Baneling Nest to be done. He's waiting for the Zergling speed to be done. And the longer that these Zerglings stay in the dark, the better it is. So the Zerglings of Revolver trying to go for the scout out, and they will see that there is no natural base on the map. And that is the moment that Revolver really has to worry for his life. Spinecrawler will get started at the front. The Queen is about to pop out. I would like to see another Queen come down immediately, but this natural base is not going to do all that much. He will... Well, Elazer's focusing that down right now. 10 more Zerglings on the way. He does have that Queen for the extra injects, of course. As long as he can keep them going at a very steady pace, he's going to be just fine in doing so. He changed his focus, does not want to go for the hatchery anymore. Not with all of his Zerglings at least. Wants to go for some Banelings, but they have been spotted by Revolver. He's going to start working on them, focusing at least one of them down before it pops. Still another Baneling is about to finish up, and also Zergling speed is going to be done. So Revolver will be able... No, Elazer will be able to choose which engagements he wants to take and which engagements he does not want to take. But if Revolver is going to hold this off with not even killing off this natural base, he's going to have a very tough time. But that's a lot of Banelings being warped in right now. He has a little bit of time, so he's going to get that hatchery on the low ground even lower. And he's just waiting for the Banelings to pop. And what are they going to be focusing on? Very nice spread from Revolver so far. He wants to go straight into the mineral line. But the worker spread is just insane from Revolver. Very nice job right there. And just explosions going on everywhere. Elazer is going to snipe that natural base. But no devastating damage has been done. Revolver is still on 14 workers. He had his own Banelings to combat the Banelings of Elazer right there, and an Overlord is going to feel the wrath of Revolver right there. But at least Elazer was able to kill off that natural base, setting the production back a little bit. Currently on the unit tab, we don't see any Banelings for any of these two players. The Queen is gonna get surrounded and some extra drones are gonna fall right there. But the spy crawlers are helping out tremendously. Still 17 against 17 workers. And will the game stabilize from this point forth? Elazer is going to get his natural base. So it looks like it is a resource loss. It is in favor of Elazer actually, but it's not the biggest of differences. Those 300 minerals are of course, well, for example, the hatchery that was killed off. But for the rest, the trades were pretty decent. And Revolver has a very strong defensive position with those spine crawls already in its main base. He's going to lack the Queen for quite a bit, so he's going to fall behind in that regard. Right there, and he's going to need a few extra minerals to get that natural base going. But look at that, Elazer still wants to put on the pressure. He feels that he is struggling in the water. In case there's a natural base, going to get killed off very soon. He has his own natural base up and running almost. He's getting those overlords to get rid of his supply block. But now Revolver is going to have his own Zergling speed, and he's going to chase this out. Revolver having more Zerglings. And there's going to be a little bit of back and forth. Elazer is starting to Banelings back at home. On the creep at the natural base. He's getting his own spine crawler because the Revolver wants to get some counter damage done. But Speedlings are around on the other side of the map in no time. And will he get a good connection? Oh, that was so insanely close right there. Nice juke from the Zerglings of Revolver. He's trying to go for it. But there's not a whole lot of damage to be done. A few Zerglings do get shaved off. And he does have to get out of there. Baneling for Baneling. Do get traded. But still very equal at this point. 5 extra Banelings on the way for Elazer. He has to be careful not to morph too many. But against the amount of Zerglings that is still streaming across the map from Revolver, that is a pretty good decision. But Elazer will be able to outproduce Revolver quite a bit. Oh, he has to be very careful about those Banelings. 1 Baneling for 4 Zerglings. That's definitely a good trade. But let's see. Baneling versus Baneling. Slow Baneling versus slow Baneling. The split is insane. You do have to remember the natural base for Elazer is up and running. It is not up and running for Revolver. He's only starting it right now. And Elazer has pulled ahead in the supplies. He needs to do damage with these Zerglings and the Baneling that he has. There are just so many Banelings for Elazer waiting for him. He's waiting with 2 spine crawls with a lot of Zerglings and those Banelings, of course. Looking at the working count, he's even 4 workers ahead. And he has double injects from those bases. Now a few Banelings for Revolver are going to get morphed in. But will they be able to do the damage? Very nice detonation from Revolver right there. And he's going to move forward with 5 more Banelings. There are 4 in production and there are 2 already here. That's a beautiful detonation for Elazer. Getting 2 Banelings for his own 2 Banelings and a bunch of Zerglings right there. And this is looking very good for Elazer. It looks like he has done it. He's moving into that mineral line, but the Zerglings are going to chase him. Still, Banelings are here for Elazer. 2 Banelings are here now too. Oh, very close. But a good detonation for Revolver still. But it could have been so much worse for Elazer right there. He wants to go for that Baneling, but the Baneling wants to get a juicy detonation. He needs to get a juicy detonation. But he's not getting anything. Oh, a little bit of miss micro from Revolver right there. But 52 supply against 38 at this point. And Elazer is feeling comfortable enough to go on a counter-aggression. 12 more Zerglings on the way for Revolver. And the Roach Warren has just finished up for Elazer. So he's even going to transition out of this. He has quite a bit of gas in the bank already. Oh, he's going to slide the natural base once again. He's morphing a lot of those Banelings too. Oh, look at that. He's morphing a little bit too many to just go for that straight-up engagement. He wants to get the kill on those Banelings. The Spinecrawler is blocking the Zerglings. But so many Banelings here in position. Elazer doesn't even have to trade very cost efficiently, but he is still doing so. 2 Banelings do make it into that main base, but with the Spinecrawler there, how much damage will this really do? The Spinecrawler at the front has been taken out. Drones are being transferred. Oh, he's just detonating on top of the larva. Still a very nice move. But it will stabilize a little bit. Elazer is going to follow this up with roaches. 6 roaches on the way. 16 Zerglings on the way. And are there already... No, there are 2 queens streaming forward. Waddling forward, I should say. And they will be caught out of position. These Zerglings will be able to take them out. Oh, he's pulling them back a little bit. Oh, we do have a few lag spikes coming down. Let's hope that it's not going to be Too bad for these players, but now Roaches and Zerglings are gonna be going across the map pretty fast. 78 supply against 45. Revolver is with his back against the wall, and he's gonna need to get the damage done. Zerglings versus Zergling battles are not going to do it. Revolver is gonna need miraculous detonations, and even against the Roaches, he does not have anything. He's getting another Spine Crawler, but that is not going to do it. The Zerglings do get a nice round on the Roaches, but there are more Roaches where that came from, and they are tanking the damage. Transfuse can come down, and now with the Banelings being done, he can just run into those Spine Crawlers, get rid of them once and for all. Will he be able to hold on here any longer? He has already held on much longer than most players would. Now the drones are going to get pulled off the mineral line, and they will get focused down by those Roaches. Those Roaches are taking quite a bit of damage from the Spine Crawlers, but the Queens are here to help out. And more Roaches on the production tab. 12 more Zerglings going to come through from Revolver, but he is still below 40 supply. And that Spine Crawler, yes, 5 kills on that one, but it's not going to be enough. And there's a GG. Elazer takes a 2-0 victory.